panicking. Don't panic. No, I am, because I'm going to lose my job.
A stitch up. It was a stitch up.
Chef, when I lose the small side of games, I'm upset. Because that's the fucking standard. When I don't see a team that wants to play the Champions League. You want to play the Champions League? Play to play the Champions League. And the same to you and everybody. And everybody that comes on the bench to contribute, to help. We were so hard to be here, and we give it away. The good thing we have 45 minutes.
Do you think the best team lost this time?
I think so, yeah. Especially for 160 minutes. I'm saying that, and they are saying that because they just told me that.
Who did the PSG bench?
Yeah.
Mikel Arteta. Oh, boss, that game against Bournemouth was crazy. The last-minute goal, we were nuts. Though some people say every time we win a game, we celebrate like we won the league. We don't over-celebrate, do we, boss?
Oh, no, Martin Odegaard. I don't think so.
Welcome back, familiar to Northside LDN Caramba, and we are here Sunday afternoon, and we're here with my guy Dej. Dej, what are you telling me, bro? You good?
Bro, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Enjoying the international break. Bro, I have to say, that Arteta song, We Are Not Champions, is very, very clever stuff. I didn't deep it the last time I was on the show. But that is one funny thing. And all the stuff that you just played, very funny, bro. Yeah, bro, delighted to be here. You know, locked in, locked on. Let's get it in.
I hear it, man. Listen, I ain't got your thoughts about the Arsenal game, 1-0 to Liverpool, a chance for us to show that we have the minerals to be champions, showing that we have the bottle to be champions. Obviously, your club, may I say, you know what I'm saying, won the Europa League, a club that that I grew up not fearing, that I grew up seeing my club win more trophies than. I grew up looking beneath me. Now picking up trophies before my club. What do you make of Arsenal against Liverpool? Because there's been a lot of talk about, and you know this, because you talk to a lot of Arsenal fans, this is the year that Arteta must win a major honor. What's your thoughts, bro?
Bro, I think you know my thoughts, bro. First and foremost, legitly, I thought that Arsenal looked solid in the game. Like, legit, you looked solid. You didn't look like you were going to concede a goal. I thought Mascara, dare I say, what is a credible replacement to Saliba. I thought he was a bum, but he's not a bum, bro. He's legitimate. So your back line is still solid. Then you get into the midfield, and then you lot started with 3 defensive midfielders, and that didn't make sense to me. Because for me, at this early stage in the season, it looked like Arteta set the team up just not to lose. Do you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't trying to win the game. Madueke showed that why he needs to be starting ahead of Martinelli. Martinelli, for me, is no good. And to the extent that I could say with confidence that if any team has Martinelli in their lineup, then you can't be considered to be a serious team, let alone a title challenging team. It's some Buji Banton. David Raya is probably one of the most disgraceful brothers I've ever seen in live football, because that Szoboszlai goal was what a rocket, by the way. Szoboszlai, take a bow, son. And then Raya had to come out after the game talking about the brand of the ball. He said, you know what, this ain't Nike, this is Puma. For me, sometimes you just got to hold the L. Like, the brother scored a great goal, and you got to he scored a great goal. The fact of the matter is, Arsenal didn't look like scoring. Eze looked like he was, Eze for me, okay, it's his first game. But what I don't want is Eze worshipping the shirt. The reason why I'm not going to cook Eze too tough is when you listen to his interview and you listen to the kind of spiritual aspect, the deepness of his mum's prayers and why he needed to go full circle, I understand why he needed to pick your club. But Northside, you knew I was going to talk about this, brother. And I warned you about this, brother. I asked the question before the season started. Should Arsenal be playing Gyökeres or Havertz? A lot of Red Tottenham fans, Spicy Spurs, Scots FC, Red Hot Chili Peppers fans took it as I was making an offence. But no, your brother Dej, because that's how you lot should be calling me, brother Dej. Yeah, I was just trying to help. Now, bro, I don't know about you, but Gyökeres was looking like a Pokemon, bro. He looked like he had to catch them all. And for me, that's a problem. When he's running around, got to catch them all, moving very frumpy, moving very heavy, I really don't think Gyökeres is that guy. You shamelessly talked about how great a striker he was and what great goals he got against Leeds. Bro, we saw his true colours, bro. The guy looked like he was on Krispy Kremes before kickoff, bro. The guy looked like he's been eating fufu down in Dalston, in North London. You know what I mean? Pounded jam and a gussie soup, bro. Like the brother's heavy, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's heavy. Crikey. And he looks like a bum. I can't lie. And when I made that statement, like, how is this brother better than, you know, what is he doing over and above what Solanke can offer? All you got was a 9. Bro, I swear down, bro, if you put your boots on, you're a 9. In fact, I got my little Ronaldinho's right here. I'm a 9. You can put me up front for, I'm a 9 for Arsenal. And maybe I can do a little something. Since we are out here playing Pokemon, got to catch a ball, do you get me? And not touching the ball. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, bro, I thought that performance from Arsenal, although they didn't look like they were going to concede, they looked like you did it again. Oops, I did it again. I went to your yard. I looked like a speng. Ooh, baby. Because, bro, that's what you did against Man City. There are teams, when you played Man City at home, Arsenal fans were shaking their bum. Yeah, we got a draw at the Etihad. And then we went there and got a win. Highlight your boy. Liverpool has had a dusty start to the season, bro. Legit. Like, Liverpool have not started well, and they got 9 points. They were there for the taking. And yet again, Arsenal didn't take it. And so we faced the real possibility of Arsenal doing what they do best, which is finishing second in the league this season without a trophy and maybe some sort of run in the Champions League. But, bro, I think in the main, very disappointed, bro, with your performance. People will say Liverpool, but this Liverpool team is suspicious right now, and you just let them win. So that's the thing, bro.
No, I hear it. I think the whole Madueke hype as well about, oh, Madueke is going to link up with Gyökeres. You know what? You're cussing out Gyökeres, yeah, but at the same time, he was making the runs, bro. If a striker makes a run and doesn't receive the ball, who's to blame?
Bro, it's the team and it's the management, bro. But again, the truth of the matter is, I'm sorry, bro, but the way that the top gooners have been moving, the way that people have been shaking their bum, he is the best goal scorer in the whole of Europe. See, once you put that label on this brother, you opened yourself up for criticism. And unfortunately, bro, I'm not hearing that no one's giving him the ball. Give him the ball then. Like, let him do something. The fact of the matter is, bro, he's not looking like that guy. The brother is looking like Delap. Do you get what I'm saying? The brother is, bro. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. And
now, your striker's got an outlet? Yeah, I get your criticism of Gyökeres, but at the same time, I put it on the manager. I agree with you. I put it on the manager because at the end of the day, how can you play Moreno in the 10 and not giving this guy any service? When you guys got Kudus, all of a sudden, Richarlison's back to life. Look at your game against Burnley. Look at the service he was getting. You don't see Gyökeres getting that service. You don't see it. You don't see him getting service from the wings. You don't see him getting service on the midfield. And you know strikers feed off service, bro. You've had Harry Kane. Not every striker's like Harry Kane. Do you remember when we had Aubameyang? Aubameyang feeds off service, where Harry Kane can drop in deep, do a 1-2, make a run, create his own opportunity and score the goal. Not every striker's like that. Now, I put Harry Kane above Aubameyang because Harry Kane, he can drop in deep, he can create, he can make space for himself, and he can bring himself into the game. But not every striker's like that. Aubameyang was more a fox in the box where he feeds off the service. You give him the service in the box, it's long for you. And that's what I think about Gyökeres, bro. and we don't play
hear
with
that.
strength.
I hear that, bro, but I feel like modern day ballers should be able to do that. And I can name you a striker that, had you got this striker, I'd be telling you, bro, you man could win the league. I actually think Ekitike could have done a job for you, man. What you're describing is what Ekitike does. You listen to his interview after their first game against Bournemouth, and he was talking about how he understood that the Premier League was different, and so he's making different types of runs so that he can receive the ball, so that he can spin, man. And for me, Liverpool don't even need Isak when you've got a brother like Ekitike. Now, if you had Ekitike, he actually suits Arsenal more. And that's why I asked the question, like, Arsenal is not doing what it needs to do. Me, I'm an amateur, bro. I have a day job. I have a family. I do streams. Sometimes I stream without watching matches. Hold that, bro. And yet I know what Arsenal need more than the people them that are there day in, day out. It's not good enough. And I question your scouting. The reason people are shaking their Arsenal fans saying, oh, look at Madueke. He's such a great player. Yeah, no, he's still Madueke. It's just that that's how poor Martinelli is. He's that bad, yeah, that we got to shake our bum for Madueke like he's the Messiah, like he's some sort of Saka reincarnated. Don't do that. Don't do that. He's just doing his job. Any winger worth their weight. Do you get me? Is Madueke better than Semenyo? No, he's not. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? So there's like I had a conversation with someone earlier this evening, and he said there's levels on levels, bro. There's levels on levels, and I feel like Arsenal fans, they really don't know the levels.
But listen, I get it. I never, you know me, we've spoken loads of times. I never said that he's the best goal scorer in Europe. That'd be crazy for me to say that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he was playing in the Portuguese league, but he's better than what we currently have. And I said, you know what? The whole team, the whole squad, yeah, has been crying out for another attacker that can put the ball in the back of the net, apart from Saka. And then we don't cater to him. Makes no sense. It makes no sense. Do you know what I mean? We need another outlet, and we have no idea. Like, the team just looked horrendous. Martinelli, how many chances did he get to play Gyökeres through on goal and doesn't give him the ball? Well, for a striker, yeah, do you know what it is? For a striker, for me, yeah, first I look at the service. Once you get the service, why are you not putting the ball in the back of the net? If you're not putting the ball in the back of the net, then I'm looking at you. He's not even receiving the ball to put the ball in the back of the net. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Bias aside, everything aside, I need to receive the ball to put the ball in the back of the net. I'm making the runs and Martinelli's holding on to it. I'm making the runs, Madueke is taking the shots. I can't blame Gyökeres for that. I can't. Logically, I can't, because you're not receiving the ball. I'm looking at the manager and I'm looking at the players. First, I'm looking at the manager, because you put this player in. Where is, like I said, look at the way you just made Ekitike. You can see how Ekitike gets brought into the game against Liverpool. You've seen Richarlison there. You've seen why Kudus was brought in to service Richarlison. You can look at Mateta. You can see how Crystal Palace gives service to Mateta so he gets involved in the game. You look at Mbeumo. Even Man United, as dusty as you're going to say that they are, you can see their idea of bringing Mbeumo in, because a lot of their counterattacks goes through Mbeumo. These are strikers that have been brought in the same time as Gyökeres. How can they assimilate these players in? And we have no idea of how to bring in Gyökeres. It goes down to the manager. And I've been telling you this manager, and you've agreed, he's a bum. He only brought Gyökeres in, yeah, because at the end of last season, they kept asking him every press conference, I'll tell you, you're going to buy a striker. I'll tell you, you're going to buy a striker. I'll tell you, you're going to buy a striker. So he just did it to shut them up. But there's no idea. There's no plan there, bro. I don't see how this guy assimilates to how we play. Your manager's gone into Spurs. And like I said, you man got cooked in your last game. I can't even lie. Semenyo was absolutely cooking Pedro Porro. And I told you there's going to be games where certain individuals are going to get exposed. Yes, he's improved your team, but I can see the idea. You guys played Bergvall in the midfield a couple of games ago, yeah? And you can see what he was bringing to your midfield with Maddison injured. This is before you went and got Xavi Simons. You can see the idea for the players that he's bringing in. This guy's bringing in Eze. Imagine Eze's holding bench to Moreno. What do you think that player's thinking?
Imagine. Madness. But can I tell you something, bro? What I deeped about Arteta is that he doesn't think like how we think. Now, people in the chat would be like, "Oh, here we go. Deji Spores is stating the obvious." The truth of the matter is, Gyökeres wasn't brought in to be a target man, bro. Gyökeres was brought in to be a donkey. So he is just a decoy. A bit like when I was telling you and you guys were running joke on me about Solanke. He's not a great striker. How many goals has Solanke scored? And I said, guys, don't be disingenuous. You know that Ange is not trying to find Solanke. Solanke is just the human donkey to allow Brennan Johnson to get his goals. And the truth of the matter is, your manager doesn't believe he needs an out-and-out 9. He believes in the fluid. That's why he was able to play Mourinho there, who scored a hat-trick, by the way, for Spain this evening against Turkey. That's why he played Havertz there. He wants the rotation in the location. Gyökeres doesn't give you rotation in the location. Gyökeres gives you a what do they call it? A bit of bait for the defenders to focus on, the opposition defenders. But really and truly, he's hoping that the goals will come from your wingers. He's hoping that the goals will come from Madueke and Martinelli. And if he's hoping that the goals are going to be coming from Martinelli and Madueke, then he's truly a madman, because them guys haven't got the goals in them. For that system to work, you are asking for 15 plus Premier League goals from both wingers. And there isn't 15 plus Premier League goals from combined for Martinelli and Madueke, and that's the issue for your club.
No, I hear it, man. I hear it. Bro, I can't lie, man. It's done. For me, the season's done. We're not going to win anything. I hope this manager gets sacked, because I can't do another year without winning anything. And to see so many attacking players on the bench and not to bring them on, like, it was just cowardice. Completely cowardice. To play 3 DMs and to have Ethan, Dalman, Eze.
But he almost, bro, but if someone had told you before the game, you're going to go to Liverpool and get a 0-0, you would have taken it. Yeah. And he almost got it, bro. Like, let's be real.
I wouldn't. Previous seasons, yes. No, I disagree, bro. Because
what makes you think, like, what I don't understand from Arsenal fans, I'm just being real. Like, what makes any Arsenal fan think you can go to Anfield and win?
Nothing makes me think that. This is, do you know why we lost out on the league last season? 14 draws. So I don't want to see this manager playing for draws anymore, because playing for draws is what cost us last season. You need to go out there and be brave now.
You want to be Spurs?
Huh?
We drew that 4 times. Would you rather be Spurs, win or lose?
No, because no, bro. Because do you know what it is, Dej? Yeah, it's like when you've got to win, play to win. When Ange said he wins something in his second season, when he went into the Europa League, he played to win, right?
Yeah.
So when your job's on the line, you have to play to win. We weren't playing to win. We were playing to draw. And when you play to draw, it ain't showing me anything else different than what we've got. We've got loads of defensive players here that you would rate. Saliba, Gabriel, you'd rate. Timber, you'd rate. Lewis Skelly, you'd rate. Do you know what I'm saying? We've brought in Zubomendi and Rice. You rate some of them. We've got Moreno that can come off the bench. We've got flipping Norga that can come off the bench. So you can play attacking football. And if the game is, let's say we're drawing, worst case scenario, we're drawing. Cool. Bring on the defensive midfielders. But you started with defensive midfielders. So you had no intention to win the game. You didn't need to do that. The way he set up is the way he should have set up. If we were 2-2, 1-1, do you know what I'm saying? 85th minute, cool. You say, okay, cool, we'll take that. Let's just shut up shop and get what we can. We tried to attack. We tried to play open, expansive football, but it ain't worked against Liverpool. Let's just take the draw. Instead, he's playing for the draw. Then he's trying to go for the attack in the 89th minute, bringing Dalman in. 70th minute, bringing Eze in. Come on, bro. This is not the football that I want to see, bro.
I hear that, but what if he had started with the more attacking system? Sometimes I do feel like with Arteta, it's almost like he's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. Look, I don't give a damn about Arteta. I don't give a damn about your club. Let me just be clear. But you could have been 3-0 down. Then what? Then you'd be cussing him saying he went too gun-ho. Why is he doing that? Rare. The truth of the matter is, bro, he did at least the one thing he acknowledged, and maybe Arsenal fans don't like it, and you kind of said it about Tottenham, but I think there was a humility in our performance against Bournemouth. Sometimes you just have to respect it, bro, that you can't go toe to toe with Liverpool. That's what he basically said. You man are the little bros in this game, and so therefore you're gonna have to dig deep and try not to lose. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. You want him to be flexible. You want him to be able to adapt, understand the opposition that he's playing. Maybe your manager realizes that he ain't that guy. Maybe he realizes that your team ain't that team. It's what we've all been saying, bro. A lot of Arsenal fans have got you guys in the top 2. I've got you in the top 4. Do you get me? Because I don't think second is nailed on. Do you get me? I really do feel like the squad is not strong enough, in my opinion. So maybe Arteta has seen that and said, you know what, even though we've signed about 8 or 9 brothers this window, the squad is stronger, but our 11 is meaty.
In 6 years and £1 billion spent.
Oh, I mean,
should I be accepting that? That is disgraceful.
I mean, look, I think you shouldn't be expecting that, but you have to understand you have been second best.
So we've been second best, and there's no.
It would have been worse if you were top 4 and you spent $1 billion. But you were just, look. The one thing I would say is that Arteta has definitely laid a strong foundation. He's brought your club back on the map. People respect Arsenal. Do you get me? You guys are difficult to beat these days, and the bit of that Arsenal fear factor that you had under Arsene Wenger seems to be creeping back in. Not for me, I don't give a damn about your club, but in the masses, it's creeping back. But maybe he just needs that je ne sais quoi to get it over the line. Maybe he hasn't got that. But Arsenal's is a respected team, bro. But there's levels. That Liverpool team is a mad team on paper, bro. And it took a worldie of a goal for Liverpool to win. Liverpool were dusty as well, bro. Don't get it twisted. Both teams were dusty and Tottenham. But what Liverpool have and what you don't have is that they've got match winners. And I think that's the key difference that I saw between Arsenal and Liverpool. Like when you look at that squad, and I think that's what you're basically trying to articulate, where were the match winners? Madueke for me is not a match winner.
Is Eze not a match winner?
Bro, he's just got there, bro. So you can't be looking to Eze against Liverpool.
Okay, cool. Is Gyökeres not a match winner if you play to his strengths?
Gyökeres, he's just arrived, so you can't be looking to Gyökeres at this stage.
But that's what we bought him for. And he's not 21 or 22.
But we're talking about who in the squad that was left on the pitch was the person you were looking to win the game, to grab the game by the scruff of the neck and get it over the line. You didn't have anyone on the pitch.
Bro, as far as I'm concerned, did Eze not score a free kick against Chelsea? He's in the Prem. He should be playing. He was available. That's somebody that already knows the league, someone that's in his prime, and someone that was brought in to be a player to get us over the line. So why wasn't he starting? Gyökeres was one of the highest goal scorers in Europe. He was brought in to be that kind of player that you're mentioning. When we've got players like Ethan last season, who was the player coming off the bench and scoring us goals last season? It was Ethan. It was Ethan. Do you know what I'm saying? It wasn't Skelly. It was Ethan. Cool. Dalman, he was the guy scoring us goals and getting us penalties in pre-season. Why is he not starting? So these are about 3-4 players that I can mention that come off the bench and improve our team. And even if they don't, over the fact, like, get us over the line, why did we pay big money for some of them? Because Gyökeres and Eze should be already in their prime, ready to produce right now. The reason they're not is because one of them is not being selected and another one isn't getting played to his strengths. That goes back down to the manager. I'm sorry, you're saying that we're second and everything else like that, but this is the fan base that talk about, oh, Chelsea, you spent money. They don't care about their young players. They don't care if they're inexperienced. They're like, you spend the money, the expectations to get over the line. Why is it different with Arsenal? There's no difference. This regime and this manager are a joke. They're an absolute joke. How are you getting players that are ready-made players? Eze is not a project youth player. Gyökeres is not a project youth player. And our best attacking players are on the bench. There's no excuse for it, Dej. You can't excuse. the manager saying, "Oh well, I can't do any better." You've got better attacking options off the bench. We had about 4 players on the bench that could have affected the game in terms of creativity and scoring goals. Why are they only coming on the pitch in the 70th minute? Cowardice. This manager's a coward, bro. He plays to draw, not plays to win. And that kind of mentality will not get us over the line, because when you lot went into Europa League, but as much as you want to cuss Ange, he played to win. And guess what? He won. He didn't play to draw. He didn't play to take it to penalties. He played to win, bro. And that's the difference between a top manager and Arteta. Arteta plays it safe, where a top manager gambles and says, we're going to win it.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro. 100%. And that's why I won a trophy. And you man are still waiting. The only thing I would say though is, like, I do feel like you man, like, I did warn you about the Eze signing. I know it's only day one and it was the first game, but I did say where you're gonna play him. And for me, what was odd is that Eze came on, Odegaard came on. I think they both came on around about the same time. I can't remember, but Eze was the one that was pushed to the left, and I said, Arsenal fans that kept telling me Eze, they've been bringing in Eze for the left-hand side. Arsenal fans trying to lie that Eze, he was looking good on the left. I don't like him there, bro. I think he's better in the 10. And we knew that this was your conundrum. Your conundrum was his star boy, Odegaard, who is still his star boy, by the way, is going to occupy that 10. And that's exactly what happened when he made his substitution. So, bro, I do agree. I do agree, bro. But I do feel that given what's happened this week with Tottenham, I think I could say to you, we showed more ambition than you, man. You talked about the Bournemouth game. We knew Wagwan. Let me explain to you. The Bournemouth game, we know we don't have a 10 and we don't have a left winger. So what we did, and I agree, because I asked for him to do that system, was to play the same team and the same system that we did against Man City. The only floppage was that system works when the opposition has the ball. It worked when we played PSG. It worked when Man City. What Bournemouth did was play that system, but we're going to let you have the ball. And one thing we know about Tottenham, we're not able to, when we have possession, especially when teams have a low block, we just don't do it well. And then we allowed Semenyo to cook Porro on the transition, and we're allowing Brooks to cook these men on the transition, and we were getting moved to. But I accept that because we didn't have the players in the squad. You talked about Bergvall, but would you really start Bergvall? I feel like we showed Bournemouth respect. I think we showed them too much respect that actually it affected our game and we didn't win. But what did Tottenham do straight after that game? We showed you that we're serious brothers. We brought in Xavi Simons. We brought in Muwani. Do you know what I mean? That's a statement of intent. Bro, we got rid of Levy this week, bro. Yeah? Hold that. We got rid of Levy because we said no more funding, no more of this idiotness. You have to say from an outsider looking in that Tottenham is doing what you wished your club would do. But you lot ain't going to do it. That's the difference. You lot ain't going to pull the trigger. Do you know what I mean? Because you lot weren't brought up that way.
Yeah, but you lot are pulling the trigger after 20 odd years, though. Has your club really changed? I get that you got Levy out, yeah, and you're happy about that. I get it. But has your club really changed, bro? Because we got rid of Edu, and yeah, we're buying players. But has my club really changed? Because we still got the same manager. We still got the same owners that are showing dusty ambition. So your club really changed?
We are. Because, bro, I think even you would appreciate that the signings that Tottenham made this summer, it made you wince slightly. Like you had to do this. Yeah, exactly. See how you're kind of blinking? You were blinking when you were hearing about the Tottenham signings, you know.
No, because only Xavi Simons, I think, was decent, but that was more of the embarrassment, the club saving face because you lost out on Eze. Which was your main target, and don't even try to say it was.
Call it what you want, bro. You would know.
Good, so 2 good signings.
This is good. Simmons is good. Muwani as
I don't rate that.
But hear me out. Muwani as a striker of his pedigree, in theory, is better than Richarlison and Solanke. That we know. Just on his pedigree. And you know Polina is a baller as well. He can do a job. So already, usually what Tottenham do is they buy a Kudus and then they buy a bunch of unknowns that no man don't even know about, a bit like a Van de Ven, and then we're hoping and praying that they're gonna do something. This time round, bro, we brought in 4 brothers that you don't need to scratch your head about. Moani, you know about Moani. Whether he's on form or not is another story. There's
but
a
he's
player,
not a killer in front of goal though, Dej. I can't lie.
bro. But from what we know of him and his pedigree, if he was to hit form, he's more killer in front of goal than Richarlison and Solanke. So we can agree on that. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Xavi
I think Richarlison's better finisher than
Xavi Simmons, if he was our Arsenal, you would have shook your bum violently for him. That's real talk. Kudus, you would have had Kudus over Madueke all day, every day.
Yeah,
and Polina, you wouldn't have minded Polina. Maybe he doesn't start for you. Yeah, maybe it doesn't start for you, but you definitely have Polina over Norgard. So Tottenham have, and we also made permanent Danzo. We've brought in 5 brothers that you're like, yeah, these are brothers. I don't
rate Danzo. You rate Danzo.
No, Danzo's decent, bro. He's like Mascara.
I don't rate him, bro.
He's all right, bro. He's Austrian, bro. Hold that.
He's all right. So is Moani. All right. So don't tell me they're certified brothers because Moani is in front of goal. And
Danzo is a top 6.
Danzo's not a top player, bro. I can't.
He's a top 6 defender, bro, in my view.
Top 6 defender where? In the Prem?
Yeah, in the Prem.
Danzo's top 6 defender in the Prem.
Have you seen the madness that's going on in these other? Danzo could start for Man City, bro. Are you mad?
Danzo could start for Man City.
Have you seen that dusty defenses in City? Have you seen how dusty their defenses, bro?
They'll be leaking more goals than Danzo. Are you crazy?
Bro, I swear down, bro. Danzo's a madman. No. Danzo, I'm not having anyone chat rubbish about Danzo. Like, I'm not having anyone chat rubbish.
You're smoking Buju Banton. I can't even lie. How are you going to say that?
What I'm trying to say, bro, is that Tottenham is showing you that we mean business. And let me give you a world exclusive. Everybody make sure you like and subscribe on my brother's channel, Northside. We're here on a Sunday evening, you know what I mean, late night, yeah, when man's got work tomorrow morning, out here shaking our bums violently, yeah? Bro, you've seen the news. Don't act like you ain't seen the news. Don't act like you're wearing rose-tinted glasses, stunner shades, man moving like Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder. It looks like Tottenham could have some Qatari investment. Hold that, blood. Hold that.
But that ain't confirmed, though.
Bro, surely from where you're sitting, you can't be comfortable right now, bro. You really can't be comfortable. Because if Tottenham get the right investment, we leapfrog you. Imagine, we already won a trophy with lesser man. Just hold that. Now, Tottenham might get bought. And if it goes right, bro, it's long for you. We do domination in the location. We dominate London. So for me, I'm sitting back waiting for that Qatari money to come through. You get me? I want that Arab money, bro. Swear down. Because if that comes through, it's very, very long, bro. It is very, very long. So we're moving serious. You lot ain't moving serious.
Listen, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when that happens. Dominating London, I don't know. I think you're getting a bit too excited because Chelsea.
Bro, if we have an investor coming in,
I can't lie. Bro, Chelsea are the kings of London. They completed football. Let's just keep it real. As much as you don't like them, I don't like them. Yeah, I didn't like when you lot won the Europa League, but I still gave you your props. I fucking hate you lot. Do you know what I'm saying? But you can't dismiss them. At the end of the day, yeah, we will see in it. You're hoping and praying. You don't know who's going to replace Levy. You don't know who's going to replace him. And there's words out there that Vinna is going to replace him. So
Vinna is our CEO. Yeah. Before you start laughing, I have you know that Vinna has got a bone to pick with you, man. Yeah, because he was done dirty by you, man.
Don't worry about it. But he was rubbish. You weren't saying how you want.
To be honest, I'm not happy about Vinna. I can't even lie to you. I'm not happy about that crap. But when our new investors come in, he might not even be in the job. Hold that.
But you rate him so highly. Why wouldn't he?
I don't rate him.
But you just say, "Oh, we got Vinay to hold that."
We got Vinay. I think, for Vinay's sake, he would do good to show the Arsenal faithful what they missed out on. However, I'm not relying on that, brother. I'm relying on my Qatari investors to spend big dollars to get the right brother in the room. Yeah, that's what I'm care. I don't give a damn, bro. Whether it be sterlings, whether it be the krona, I don't give a damn. Whatever currency it is, bro. Just bring the brother in, pay them well, and get my club flying. That's all I care. But the one thing I would say though, looking at you, looking at me, it looks like my team is on the up, and it looks like your team is on the way down. And you know what they say, bro? What goes up must come down. And I think you man hit your ceiling, and you're on your way back down, bro. Polo 13, bro. You're on your way.
You need to relax. I think you need to relax because we've seen a lot of talks in the past about takeovers. What about Man United? And it fell through. Do you know what I'm saying? And who you lot compared to Man United? So I think you need to calm down because there ain't nothing confirmed. You're just getting very excited because Levy's gone. But guess what? Levy's still taking dividends out of your club. He's still got 30%. So hold that. You know what I'm saying? So he may step down from his role, but he's still taking money out of your club, bro. So he's winning either way, bro. And you know, Levy only cares about one thing, and that's money, bro.
Bro, yeah, he's taking money, but not money like the Glazers, bro. So I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they were saying that the Lewises who own Enoch, basically, who own Spurs, hardly took money out, bro. That's the truth. That's why we were able to do what we did. This ain't Glazers, right? Where they're draining the whole area dry. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's got leaks and stuff. Can you imagine the whole Old Trafford's got a leaky roof? That's not us, bro.
Yeah, but we'll see in it.
We got the best stadium in the world.
Wasn't Abramovich supposed to take over your club and that fell through because it's all a bigger club, bro? This happened to you before, so I think you need to calm down. Because let me
tell you why you should be rattled, because you're starting to piss me off. So let me explain why you need to be rattled. Let me explain, because you're going to do this thing where you're going to try and do the positive thing. There's no way that you can look at this that is positive for you. Let me explain. The reason why Tottenham got rid of Levy is because it became more about Levy than my club. Yeah? More about Levy than my club. Man City didn't want to do business with us because of Levy. Nottingham Forest didn't want to do business with us because of Levy. Crystal Bloody Palace didn't want to do business with us because of Levy. The bloody Qataris didn't want to buy the club because of Levy. Do you get me? The Americans, you get me? They didn't want to buy it. You get me? Because Levy made it all about him and his reputation being the toughest negotiator in football. Shut your mouth. We don't need you. We don't want you having a tough reputation. We need you getting the right players. So Levy's out the door. And already the investors have come back in. All right, what are you not saying? Already Man City are confirming in the location we can have Savinho. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, honestly, it's a win-win for Tottenham Hotspur. So I hear what you're saying, bro. But there is no way losing Levy can be seen as a negative. Tottenham is going to be one of the most loved teams in world football. We're going to be able to do business with every single team in the Prem. We might even take players off you if you ain't careful, bro. Do you get me? You might have to take some of your man. Yeah, bro. For moving in the right direction and we're winning trophies, where do you think Saliba wants to go? He wants to win, bro, before he wraps up. So I'm just telling you.
He wants to win and he wants to go to Spurs.
Who won more recently?
Wait. How old are you? How old are you?
Too old.
Okay. How many trophies have you seen in your lifetime?
I've seen in my lifetime 2.
If you want to win, come to Spurs. Are you dumb?
How many trophies has Saliba won?
Oh, he's won the FA Cup. You're laughing. I remember when your club. I'm laughing more at your. I remember when your club was celebrating the Audi Cup. I remember when your club was celebrating the Carling Cup, bro. Yeah, you were there, and you were old enough to be there. You were shaking your bum violently when you won the Carling Cup. Why did you win a Europa League after how many years of not winning anything? Now all of a sudden you're these big guys that are going to win everything.
Can I ask you a question?
What you're telling me?
Can I ask you a question? For someone of Saliba's stature, is that good enough?
Of course not. That's why he's not signing a new contract.
He's not signing a new contract because he thinks that you man are bums. Can you blame him?
I can't blame him, no.
Oh, There you
I
go.
can't blame him. If Saliba signs a new contract, he's a bum. If Saka signs a new contract, he's a bum. Because the mentality, why would you dedicate the rest of your career to a manager in 6 years that's got one FA Cup? It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Do you know what I'm saying? So I've kept it consistent the whole time. If you're gonna sign the rest of your career and you're supposed to be entering your prime and you stay here, you're a bum. Let me give the example.
Yeah.
Your previous captain, Sol Campbell, left your club because guess what? There was a club in North London that was winning shit. And he looks back and says, I left Spurs because I knew I'd win major honours with Arsenal. And he was right. So I don't change that. Do you know what upsets me? Is we're no longer that club. And this wasn't a club that was winning Champions League. This was a club that was winning Premier Leagues and winning doubles. And that is what I don't accept. The fact that you guys won a Europa League, my club, should be sacking our No, I was happy with them getting Berta in, and Berta's got some good deals over the line. But we should show the ambition with also getting a top manager. And we haven't. We're giving him another chance. I see they got a meeting where Josh Kroenke has had a meeting with Arteta saying he has to win a major honour this season. Okay, I expect you to sack him if he doesn't, because I don't think he's going to. So at the end of the day, I get that you're happy with Levy, but I've seen these changes at other clubs. I've seen Man United change managers, change sporting directors, Arsenal changing managers, changing sporting directors, and nothing changes. So I feel like you just need to just chill out, because
I don't think so, bro. Can I ask you a question? I hear what you're saying, and Northside, I've known you for a while now, and dare I say, I have to admit, every time I seem to stream with you, bro, you've become even more persuasive. But I don't get caught up by your dodgy tactics. On the face of it now, objectively, who is moving like a serious club? Mine or your club?
in terms of changing the chairman, your club. In terms of getting the signings over the line, my club.
Okay. Because the issue,
Because you were supposed to be
signing. Let me
explain.
The signing,
was you not supposed to get Gibbs White? Did you get him?
bro. We were supposed to get.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Did you? Didn't.
You were supposed to get Gibbs White. Did you get him?
No.
You were supposed to get Eze. Did you get him?
No. But we bought
Exactly. Well, I'm not saying that my club is perfect, because I'm not happy with Kepa. I'm not happy with Norgard. And Mascara is thereabouts. And we're going to see. Hikapi, we're going to see if he's good enough. But Zubamendi, I didn't think we were going to get. We got him. Eze, I thought he was going to Spurs. We got him. Gyökeres, I didn't think we was going to get him. We got him. So when I'm looking at my sporting director, I'm saying you've done enough to equip this manager to get over the line. Your club have been embarrassed by Forest, have been embarrassed by Arsenal when we're there getting Madueke.
Because of Levy. Because of Levy, and we got rid.
Yeah, but you didn't get him. That's my mom. Regardless of what the reason is, you didn't get your main target.
My issue, though, with your club and why I don't think your club is a serious club is because Arsenal don't really do what they're supposed to do. For example, if you get rid of Arteta, you should be bringing in, based on the style of football, a Luis Enrique type. Yeah? Would you agree?
I agree.
If you don't bring in a Luis Enrique type and you bring in, I don't know, Thierry Henry, you men are bums, man. You men are bozos. You men are capable of bringing in Thierry Henry as your next manager. That's the crazy thing.
No, I don't want Thierry Henry as a manager. Nah, bro. I don't want
Thierry Henry. Or you men are prepared to bring in, I don't know, the Leipzig manager or something like that.
No. We're capable of getting a Simeone. We're capable of getting Inzaghi. We're capable of getting Conte. We're capable of getting these top managers that have won major.
But do you think that they would do a better job than like a Glasner? Because I think Glasner would do well at your club as well.
No, listen, I would take Glasner but he wouldn't be my first choice. What I'm saying is, we spend the money. Remember, Arteta is the 4th highest earning manager in world football. Yeah. So if we're paying the money, why am I not getting the 4th, at least the 4th best manager in world football? Because we're paying the money.
Yeah.
He's earning 3 times what Slot is earning. So we spend the money. Arsenal fans love talking about money. Well, we spend the money in terms of manager and squad. So why are we not getting that? When you look at my manager, does he suit the money that he's earning? No, he's not. Which means that we could go out there and get better. We could put Inzaghi on more money. We could put Simeone on more money. We could go out there and get Mancini on more money. And people may laugh at Mancini, but Mancini's got more credibility than Arteta. Do you get me? So the wages doesn't matter. It's like you paying Gaucho's money, but you're going McDonald's. Why are you paying that?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. So we spend
it's what you man do. And that's what I'm saying to you, bro, that you man are capable of doing that with the next manager. So you're talking about the Contes and the Simeones of this world. But the reality is, where you man should have been shopping in Gauchos, you man might go back to McDonald's again. That's the problem, bro. Because Arteta came out of nowhere. Let's be real. When you got rid of Arsene Wenger, they were naming some of the biggest managers in world football, including Mourinho, and you brought in Arteta from where? From
we
where?
could have got Hansi Flick. He was available. We let him go to Barca.
Get me? My man was moving like an assistant coach at City, and that's who you made your number one. So for me, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if you man bring in Colo Touré, bro. I swear down. Is Colo Touré part of the Liverpool team? He's part of the coaching staff there, I swear. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like your club, the issue with your club is not just Arteta. Arsenal as a football club is just far too creative, bro. And I can see you, man, being creative again. Bruv, Samuel Mintoba is laughing. Yeah, man, these brothers, these Red Tottenham fans, Spicy Spurs, Scotch Bonnet FC, Red Hot Chili Peppers, will bring in Colo Touré as their next manager. No, he's at City, yeah. One of them clubs. They're crazy. Crazy, bro. That's what they do. And Northside and the thing is, Northside would agree that it's not that wild a statement. I think someone in the chat said, as wild as my statement is about Thierry Henry, it's plausible. Of course it is, because that's how Arsenal move. Mad team. Do you get what I'm saying? Madness. So that's what it is, bro. I'm just stating facts, bro. I'm just keeping it real. Whereas my club is moving a lot more serious. And that's why everyone should be very, very alarmed, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, bro, that's what I had to say. And you hear me still?
But your club is moving more serious based on what?
Based on the signings, based on getting rid of Levy, based on the amount of investment that we're about to get. Yeah, bro, we're serious, bro. The one area that Tottenham wasn't serious was on the pitch, bro. And we're about to get that right. Do you get me? In January, we're about to go out and get Savinho, bro. Yes, we didn't finish off what we had started. But if Tottenham get that Qatari money, bro, then in January, you could be seeing Morgan Rogers at my club, Savinho at my club, and all of a sudden, it's a different party, bro. That's the truth. Tottenham's here to do domination in the location. If it goes right, Tottenham dominate, bro. It's that simple.
So if you
get on your club's expectations,
if you get the Qatari money, so basically what you've just admitted is Levy going doesn't change anything. You need the Qatari money. So it's all down to the Qatari money.
Well, bro, at the moment, it is clear with Levy leaving that Tottenham is going to be sold. That's 100%. And when you're looking at the biggest, in terms of from a business perspective, so let's talk business, Tottenham's probably the best investment in world football. Like legit. Because Tottenham is probably the best investment in world football. Because
based on what?
Based on the infrastructure of the club. Yeah. We had everything going for us. Stadium, F1, Beyonce. Say what you like, NFL. From a business perspective, Tottenham is prime for investment. And dare I say, in terms of the football side, is blatantly underachieving. Could you imagine spending 4 billion on Tottenham, yeah, buying them? It sounds like hefty money. But you turn that team into a Premier title winning team, bro. Turn that team into a team that wins the Champions League. Let's just say, I'm not saying we do domination.
I disagree.
But, hear me, Tottenham's value will literally double if we win the Prem.
I don't think your investment
of the investment that is.
I don't think investment into Tottenham is better than investment into Man United. I don't think it's better than investment into Arsenal.
Huh?
What do you mean? As much as you can say Man United are a mess, yeah, they generate.
Season, bro. How can they get any bigger? They're the biggest team on paper in terms of
because the investment will have the infrastructure that of a club that makes and generates more money than you lot. They losing money because they made stupid investment. Man United make crazy money, bro. You can't even compare Tottenham money to Man United money. Remember, even in their worst,
that's what I'm saying.
While Pep's been there, they've been spending as much money as City, bro. You look at Arsenal, it's a better investment than Tottenham. Let's just keep it real. You lot, yes, it is. You lot don't have the heritage. You don't have the
trophy. You had earlier today was Bridgie Banton.
Bro, your club is a good investment. It's not the greatest investment that you can make in the Premier League. Man United, if you can sort that out financially, that will be a better investment. They've got more Premier Leagues than you. They've got more trophies than you. They've got more Champions Leagues than you. Arsenal are a more successful club than you. Arsenal's infrastructure isn't bad at all. We make a lot of money through merch. Yeah, we got a stadium that gets packed out. There already talks about extending the stadium. What are you talking about? Your club, yeah, is great in terms of where you were from. Levy bought your club at what? 80 million? Your club is now worth 3.3. You invest in Arsenal, bro. It's not even a competition. Let's be real.
How much is Arsenal worth?
Total trophies. Let me check.
How much is Arsenal worth, bro? Because I'm about to get mad here. And let me tell you, bro, I would say this, and I think all the Arsenal fans that are locked on will hear this out, yeah? Because you man have won trophies, you guys have kind of you've passed the barrier. So in terms of investment, you're like a Bitcoin. Do you get me? If you invest in Bitcoin right today, yeah, it's going up, but your money ain't really going up that much. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like going from 100,000 to 101,000. You made a
on Forbes. Arsenal's valued at 3.4 billion.
Yeah, 3.4 billion, and you've won 3 Premier Leagues with that investment. Yeah, you are worth 3.4 billion, and you've won 3 Premier Leagues.
Don't even.
Spurs is won 3. Spurs. What is Spurs value there? And we ain't won any Prem.
I don't know when that is. Yeah, but your value's due to you lot selling your batio, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm telling you now, Tottenham wins 1 Premier League, we trump everyone in terms of investment reach. That's why Tottenham is the hottest thing right now. We're moving like XRP. What a hot thing. Trust me. Enid will sell, bro. Stop this about Enid won't sell. They're gonna sell. They're gonna sell. They want out. They want to do
Forbes, on the same thing. On Forbes, you're 3.3 billion.
Can you imagine? We are pretty much the same value as Arsenal, and we ain't won a Prem. Hold that, bro. Hold that. You should be ashamed of yourself. Nobody wants you, bro.
Yeah, but
nobody wants you.
Yeah. No, but bro, but listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Your club is valued at that because you've got the longest bar, because you've got an Asian calf, because you've got bare fans from Asia because of Son, which is why you went and got another Asian brother. I'm not saying that your club don't make money. Your club makes money. Your club has invested everything about making money. That's why you guys have been bums for the last how many years since winning the Carling Cup. Yeah, I hear that. My club has been on the decline in terms of trophies for the last 20 odd years. But as soon as we start winning major honors, bro, come on, bro. You're not seeing us, bro. Because you lot, bro, there's clubs like Everton that have won more trophies than you. You're laughing. Everton have won more trophies than you. Everton's valuation isn't the same as yours. Why? Because they don't sell. They ain't got the same sponsorship deals. They ain't got the same selling their barrio to do, oh, we're going to do go-karting and we're going to do Beyonce tickets and we're going to do all of that. Bro, your club has done an amazing... Your valuation's more upon your marketing than it is on trophies, bro. But the highest valued clubs is based on trophies. And when it comes to trophies, you ain't even sniffing anywhere near anyone.
Let's say if Tottenham wins a Prem in the next 3 years, their valuation doubles, yeah. You
ain't winning no Prem. Man said if. Why didn't you say when? Why didn't you say when?
Why you can't? Why you can't say?
Why didn't you say when?
Why you can't say that? I told you that Tottenham would win a major trophy before Arsenal.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you
did.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done. And when's
and
your next trophy? And
I also told you that Tottenham's more likely to win. Is probably going to win the Prem before Arsenal.
When's your next trophy?
When is Spurs' next trophy? Next season.
Not this season, no.
But Thomas Frank just got it, bro. Bro, let me be real, yeah. Don't ask.
I'm just only there for 2 years.
Let me be real. You don't ask anything of my manager, bro. Don't ask for nothing from my manager when your manager is here in season 7 acting like Lost. You see that? Did you watch that series, Lost?
I watched some of it.
Did you watch it, yeah? Well, let me tell you, yeah. For those in the chat, please correct me. I think we got up to season 7 or... No. I think it was either 7 or 14. I know it's wild. And these men were still lost, bro. They were still lost, bro. You're at season 7 and you're still lost. That's the truth. Let's be honest, bro. So I hear what you're saying. We can go back and forth, bro. We could go back and forth. But the truth of the matter is, you, man, are on the decline. That's why you're pissed. And I agree with you, bro.
We've
not seen an improvement in your club.
Yeah, but I think your club better than my club, yeah, in terms of league finish, yeah, with Poch. And what did you win?
We didn't win anything. Why are you laughing?
So don't try and tell me about, we're on the up. We're on the up. You said you was on the up on the Poch, and what did you win? You didn't win anything.
I feel
like, do you know what? Take your Europa League, yeah, and be happy. I get it, yeah. Okay, I seen you guys telling us, yeah, that you're gonna dominate football. You're gonna win this. You're gonna win that. And I seen you lot do fuck all, bro.
So, can I ask you a question?
Go on.
Is your club on the up or down?
My club is on the down. But my club was on the down under Poch. And what did you win? And you took a long pause.
Bro, I'm here right now.
How many times did you defend Poch?
Bro, I defended
Poch. You should be defending because for all that Poch did, yeah, Poch didn't achieve anything that's going to go down in your trophy cabinet, in your history books, like Ange. As much as you want to cuss Ange, he won shit.
He won something, but if you ask any Tottenham fan, we will say that Pochettino was still a better manager. And I think Arteta, people will say that Arteta is probably your second best manager in recent time.
But, according to who? How long is recent time?
Bro, I think he's probably... look, Arsene Wenger won 3 trophies. He got you 3 second-place finishes. He's the second best.
3 trophies. So FA Cups are not trophies.
Who's better, bro? Arteta?
Who's better, Arteta or George Graham?
Or George Graham?
Who's better, Arteta or George Graham?
I was gonna ask you that same question, bro.
No, you tell me.
I would say
about trophies, which is why you're laughing at Arteta. If Arteta is such a great manager, why are you telling me my club's on the down?
Arsenal fans will say,
if Arteta is such a great manager, why are you telling me my club's on the down?
Arsenal fans will say that Arteta is a better manager than George Graham.
I'm asking you.
Who's better for me?
Yeah.
Arteta.
Then George Graham.
You didn't compete with George Graham.
Do you know how many trophies we won with George Graham?
You didn't compete, bro.
Do you know how many trophies we won with George Graham?
Telling
Yes
me
or
about
no? Do you know how many trophies? Well, we won in Europe under
Don't
George
be
Graham.
telling me
We won
about
in
no.
Europe. What are you talking about?
Don't
We
be
won in
telling me
Europe
about no
under George
easy
Graham,
FA
bro.
Cup, bro. Don't be telling me about no.
What are you
easy.
talking about? We won in Europe under George Graham. What are you talking about?
Bro, Arsenal fans will say.
I don't care what
this,
Arsenal fans.
this.
A lot of these Arsenal fans are idiots.
Stop this. I'm not talking about me. Arsenal fans will say, no. Arsenal fans will say Arteta is better than Graham.
Based on what?
Based on the fact that you man are respected and you man were challenging for the league.
Okay. Did George Graham win the Prem? Win a major honor? Win the league in
He didn't win the league.
in England?
Did he win the league?
You tell me. You're telling me that he's better than Arteta?
Bro.
70-71 season. George Graham won the league.
Bro.
71, he won the FA Cup. What are we doing?
Stop this, bro.
69-70, yeah, he won the Intercity's first cup.
So he won the division in 1988, 1990, division winner, League Cup winner. No, okay, calm. FA Cup winner.
So Arteta's better, yeah?
Bro. I said to you, Arsenal fans will probably rate his achievements more.
I'm asking you.
George Graham is a legend for Arsenal fans.
Bro, he is a legend. He's a legend, bro.
Bro. Look, at the end of the day, bro, I'm just telling you that I think Arsenal fans will say they competed. Obviously, maybe not George Graham is probably not the best example. But really, you've had, what, Arsene Wenger? Who else has been in charge?
Well, it was George Graham, we had Arteta, and we had Unai Emery. Unai Emery is a better manager than Arteta.
No, I think Arsenal fans will say that Arteta done a better job than Unai. Simple.
Based on what?
Based on your second place finishes.
You told me my club's on the down because of Arteta, but now all of a sudden he's our second best manager of all time. How does that make sense?
Bro, this is, you see, we talked about something earlier. So look, first and foremost, the George Graham bit, look, that bit there, I will have to agree. That's a mazza. He won the cup division, rare. He won an FA Cup. He won the League Cup, which is like the Carabao. So yeah, he's more successful and he's more loved.
91. I wasn't even born. I was born 92.
More successful and loved
in 91. What are we doing?
But I will tell you now, Arsenal fans will be rating Unai Emery more than they're rating. I mean, they're rating Arteta more than
yeah,
Unai.
and you, bro, and you rate Poch.
And the truth of the matter is, bro, the truth of the matter is, when you speak to Arsenal fans like I do on a daily basis, they think Arteta put you man on the map. So let's not lie in the chat. Let's not lie. You are very, very happy with the job Arteta is doing. They don't understand what Northside is talking about, what Lee is chatting about. Arsenal fans in the main are very, very happy. That's the truth.
Are you going to apologize for that statement?
Which statement?
That Arteta is more successful than George Graham. Are you going to?
No. Yeah, I apologize for that statement. Yes, I apologize for that statement. That there was a boo-boo. I don't know. Yeah, I can admit that. You make a mistake. It was the heat of the moment. You were rattling me.
It was the heat of the moment.
Said something by mistake. Do you get me? But the truth is the truth. The truth is a lot of the youths that support Arsenal right now, they probably have never even heard of George Graham, bro. That's the truth.
And that's the problem with this club.
I hear you, bro. But the point of our conversation today, bro, is I see similarities between your club and Man City.
What do you mean, my club and Man City? What do you mean by that?
think it's the beginning of the end.
But you just told me that Arteta is a top manager.
Bro, what are you talking about? Like, why are we playing dumb tonight, bro? You know that Arsenal fans love Arteta. You don't. Arsenal fans do. Some Arsenal fans will even say he's the best thing you've had since sliced bread. Some Arsenal fans will even lie and say that he's better than Arsene Wenger. These Arsenal fans are shaking their bum. You're not happy with Arteta, but a lot of Arsenal fans are. That's the point I was trying to make earlier. Yeah, the whole thing about George Graham, forget all that crap. Yeah? The truth of the matter is, though, bro, for me personally, it's about the standards. And what standards do you hold yourself on? Your standards is, by now, Arteta should have won something. The majority of top gooners are quite happy finishing second. By my own personal standards, I'm with you. It's about time you man win. And if you don't win, you man are on the decline. You said it yourself. Let's not play dumb. Saliba doesn't want to sign a contract. Yeah? Did you say that Saka ain't signed the contract yet? That sounds like problems.
All I'm saying is just never tell me that Arteta is better than George Graham. Don't ever tell me. George Graham was before my time. I was born in 92.
Bro?
I was born in 92. Do you know what I'm saying? And for you to tell me that George Graham isn't better than that's crazy, bro.
No, bro.
Winning the league in 89, winning it in 91, winning the FA Cup, winning the
look, I accept that. That was a
European Cup Winners' Cup 93,
and I'm
94.
happy to put my hand up and say, look,
I was on breast milk that time.
That stuff I said about George Graham, I'm happy to put up. Like, for me personally, George Graham is a club legend. The point I was trying to say is that there are a lot of Arsenal fans that are happy with what they've seen from your club. That is the point I was trying to say. But no, there's no way that Arteta could be better than George Graham. I accept that, and that was a poor take from myself. I've got no problem saying that, and I'm not ashamed to say that. However, bro, let's not deflect, because what you're doing there is exercising some deflection techniques. You saying what you're saying about George Graham, you saying what you're saying about Arsene Wenger, you saying what you're saying about the Bubsy Babes, no one cares, bro. Are you going to win a title? Are you going to win a major? Champions League? Prem? Are you going to do it, bro? Are you going to do it before my club, Tottenham Hotspur? Because that's the real question here, bro. You're here sitting here shaking your bum, smoking your cigar like everything's all right in the house. It's not, bro. It's a mess. It's a hot mess. I'm sitting there as a Spurs fan, and I'm more confident that we're going to win a major trophy before you. Hold that. That's the truth. And when I told you last season, I wish you had that tape. I said, don't be surprised if Tottenham wins a trophy before your club. You laughed at me. Poo-pooed me. Impossible. Well, bro, look who's laughing now. And I'm telling you again, you can't sit there and say with confidence, because your club's in the mess, that you will win a major before Spurs. Whose fault is that, bro? That's not my fault. And I'm telling you, with the moves that my club is making, you should be afraid. Very afraid. And rightly so.
Were you winning this season?
Huh?
Were you winning this season?
I think Tottenham doesn't win a trophy this season, but I think we win a trophy next season, 100%.
And what trophy do you win next season?
I think Tottenham will probably get like a FA Cup, something of that ilk. And then 27...
A dusty cup by your standards, a dusty
27-28 is the season. I've told you about 27-28.
Wait, a dusty cup, so will you be celebrating that? Because you said you don't celebrate any dusty cups, but you celebrate...
I'm not celebrating the FA Cup. You asked me what trophy are we going to win.
But you celebrated the Europa, though.
Bro, the Europa is a semi-major, no? I knew he was going to go there. It's a semi-major, right? You know what I'm saying?
You're so shameless. I swear down, you're so shameless.
I knew you was going to go there. Bro, can I ask you a question?
A semi-major. Europa is a semi-major.
You said yourself you would be happy with the Europa League.
Yeah, because my club's never won it.
Yeah, so there you go. If it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me.
Is the FA Cup good enough for you?
FA. No.
So you're not going to celebrate that? Okay. Okay, we'll see. Because you said this about the Europa League, and then you start telling me about how dusty my club is.
The Europa is a semi-major. You know that, and I know that. Yeah, I won't be celebrating any other trophy unless it's a major. However, I ask you, what trophy are you going to win this season?
We ain't winning nothing.
I think that's too harsh. I think you could win a trophy this season, bro.
I think we can, but we won't.
I think you man could win the Carabao Cup.
We're winning the cup, but we ain't winning nothing.
Man, respectfully, I think you man win the Carabao Cup. And to be fair to you, I think you're the best team in the competition.
Bro, we ain't winning no cup, bro.
Would you be happy with the Carabao Cup?
I'll take the trophy and sack him.
You're shameless.
Well, you lot won the Europa and sacked your manager.
Yeah, but there's levels to this.
Man is telling me there's levels to this. Oh my god. There's levels to this. You're getting too excited.
But let's be real. The difference between my club
being real. How are you telling me there's levels to this and your Spurs?
Do you know why though? Because if Arteta wins the Carabao, he keeps his job. That's the difference between us. That is the truth. If he wins any trophy, he keeps his job.
Yeah, under this ownership, yeah, they will keep
Exactly. Black Crow, you're saying, what are we doing? I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you about your club. I'm telling you about Arsenal, the Red Tottenham, the Spicy Spurs, Scots Bonnet FC. If they win the Carabao, this brother ain't going nowhere. Second and the Carabao Cup is progress for Arsenal this season. Is it not?
Not for me.
It's not for you, but it's progress for your club. That's what I'm trying to show you tonight, Northside.
Okay, but Man United under Ten Hag won 2 trophies, two cup competitions. Is that progress?
I told you that it's not because they're not majors.
Okay, so why are you telling me FA Cup for my club is progress then?
Because, bro, this I keep telling you, there's levels. There's levels to this, bro. You man will finish second and Carabao, and that is progress. That's the truth. I don't know why you're trying to fight the feeling, bro.
We can't win the trophy. We can't win the trophy.
That's like having feelings for an ugly person and denying it, bro.
Dej, when you're in a cup, you have to play to win. Yes or no? When you're in a cup competition, you have to play to win, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Does this manager play to win, or does he play to draw?
Bro, your manager plays whatever system he thinks that he's going to get a result.
And what system's that? Defensive football?
Yeah, he's defensive, bro.
Okay, so he's not playing to win. So we're not going to win a cup competition. This is why we don't win cup competitions. It's been 6 years. We don't win no cup competitions, bro. The guy's a loser.
Based on what you've just said, if he was to win, it's because of that statement that if he does win something this season, he keeps his job. So the only way for Arteta to lose his job is to not win nothing.
Yeah, I want him to win nothing, so he gets sacked.
Yeah, you want him to win nothing, but I'm telling you.
Because he's leading us to nothing.
Yeah, but I can see him winning a Carabao.
I don't think he's winning anything, bro. I think he's run out of ideas.
Can we clip this anyway? Tonight's show has been epic. There's been a lot of statements that have been made, some right, some wrong. I won't deny it. But I think the greatest statement made this evening is the fact that Arsenal win the Carabao Cup.
I think the greatest statement made by you is Arteta is better than George Graham. You're shameless, you know. You are absolutely shameless, bro. I swear down. Before we wrap up, yeah. Who you got finishing in the top 4? It doesn't have to be in order. Who you got finishing in the top 4?
Yeah, top 4, bro. I would say to you, My original top four was Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal. I'm going to stick with that for now. Although City could fall out of it, in my opinion. I think Pep is done, bro. He's a great manager, but I think he's done at City, bro. The fact that they've already lost 2 games already in the first 3 is madness. So, yeah, don't be surprised if this is Pep's last season at Man City. Again, another exclusive here, live and direct on this channel. Clip that, clip that, clip that. After win the Carabao Cup and City sack Pep or Pep leaves, I think it's plausible. Now, are Spurs not making the top 4, Dej? I think we make top 5 and we get Champions League football anyway. And as long as we're in the Champions League, I don't care. There is a strong possibility that Tottenham could finish 4th. Yes, I agree with you. But it depends on how quickly Xavi Simons and Mawani settle up my club. If they hit the ground running against West Ham, then I think there's a strong shout for that. If they need a bit more time to embed, I think that it's time that we don't have. I think 5th, and I feel this way because of the way that we got turned over by Bournemouth. I'm not going to lie to you. Even if we played Bournemouth this weekend, they moved to us different. So 4th is possible. Can Spurs finish above Arsenal? That's also possible. But we just have to see how it goes. If Gyökeres keeps performing the way that he's performing, there's a strong possibility that Spurs could finish above Arsenal, yes.
You're not serious.
Huh?
I said, finish above Arsenal.
Bro, you brought in Gyökeres. For you, man, to finish, for you, man, to win the league, Gyökeres needs to score 25 Prem goals. For you, man, to finish 2nd, Gyökeres will need to score 20 plus goals. If he scores less than 20 plus goals, then you're looking at 3rd or 4th in the Prem. And I really think that your performance and where you man finish will depend on Gyökeres, bro. If this brother doesn't score the goals that you're hoping he scores, bro, if he scores 15, 14 goals, bro, then yeah, there's a possibility that my club can pick you man to it, 100%.
Okay. We will see. Dej, let them know where they can find you. The link is in the title.
Big up everyone. You can first and foremost find me on Northside's channel because you don't know I'm here once a week. I let your boy. Yeah, and I do Deji Spurs. But yeah, bro, it was crazy. I think I'm very, 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 very tired. Again, let me just caveat because I know this brother is probably going to clip that whole George Graham segment. Don't be clipping that, bro. Don't be clipping that into the I know you. But yeah, Deji Spurs. Let's see what we can get at this week. Big up to everyone.
There you go, man.
JJ says, I will find this Deji person. Yeah, bro, I'm in the UK, bro. Holla at your boy. Come cook me on my channel, bro. I'll cook you on my channel. I do something called Step to the Mic where I can see your face because you know.
When you do the next Step to the Mic, I want to jump on Step to the Mic. I want to jump.
Yeah, Friday. Yeah, come through.
Friday. Yeah, do it earlier, man.
Should we do it earlier? Yeah, why not? Let's try Tuesday.
All right, cool.
Hey, Samuel, don't be clipping anything from today's show. It was disgraceful. But yeah, I big up. So let's try to do Tuesday, Step to the Mic.
All right, Tuesday, Step to the Mic. Like I said, make sure you're liking and subscribing to Deji Spurs. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to the channel. And who's live that we can redirect to? Who's live? Who's live at this time? I know there's not many people that's live at this time. Who's live that we can redirect to? You know what I'm saying? Lee's live. All right, cool. We're going to redirect to Lee. Northside Raid on the way in, and we're out. Northside Raid, Arteta is better than George Graham. Spam the chat. Deji said Arteta is better than George Graham. Spam the chat. We're out. Love familia. We're out.